Subscribe to Tops Educators and don't forget to on bell icon.
Hi students. So let's see what is matter and what are the changes we can do to the state of that matter. Now matter, as we have studied, that it is nothing but matter is something which occupies space, which has certain mass or volume and which can be filled. That is all is matter. So how can we interconvert matter into different state? So the basic example when we start with understanding the internal conversion of state will be the day-to-day life usage of water, which is in its definitely liquid state. This water can be converted into its vapor state, or we can say this water can be converted into its ice state, that is solid state, and this will be gas state. So interconversion of one state to other is nothing but the property of matter. But how can we convert this into various states? What can be the parameters to which we can do it? Yes, temperature and pressure are the very important factors through which we can convert a state from one into its other state by temperature and pressure. So let's understand first one, that is effect of temperature on change of state. So effect of temperature, student, what happens when we increase the temperature? Yes, on increasing the temperature, solid will get converted to liquid and liquid get converted to gas form. We can understand this by taking an example of water. We can understand this by taking an example of candle. Candle is in its solid state, which is made up of wax. Now the moment you start burning it, that is when you increase the temperature, it turns into liquid state, and further heating at high temperature, it gets converted into its gas state. Similarly, we can say that water, if it is heated to high temperature, it becomes its vapor state, or rather water, when it is decreased the temperature, it becomes its ice state, that is solid state. So increasing the temperature, solid will get converted to liquid, liquid will get converted to gas state, and by decreasing the temperature, what happens here? Gas will get converted into liquid state, liquid will get converted into its solid state. Now this is we are talking in terms of temperature, but for increasing the temperature we need heat, and that heat required to convert 1 kg of substance into its other state without changing the temperature is called as latent heat. So here we understand a new term, that is latent heat of vaporization and latent heat of fusion. What do you mean by latent heat of vaporization? It is the amount of heat, because for increasing the temperature we need a supply of heat. So amount of heat in joules, that is a unit for heat energy, required to change 1 kg of liquid into its gas phase or a vapor phase. So that becomes the latent heat of vaporization. Similarly, what is latent heat of fusion? Latent heat of fusion. Fusion means from solid state we are converting it into its liquid state. So again the definition goes same, amount of heat in joules required to raise or required to change the state from which state? Yes, from solid state to liquid state. And when we say from solid state to liquid state, means we are talking about melting point, and here we are talking about boiling point. But what would be the common thing in that? Whenever this change take place, the temperature remains constant in both the case. So temperature will be at, we can write constant temperature, or the temperature remain constant. So with the change in temperature or with the change in the supply of heat, the state can be converted from one form to other, that is from solid to liquid to gas, or any interconversion required. If, for example, certain substances like naphthalene, which go directly from solid state to gas state, in that process we call it as sublimation process. This was the effect of temperature. Let's see the second one, that is effect of pressure. Now temperature and pressure, they are interrelated. If we increase the pressure, for example, if it's in a vapor phase, I increase the pressure, then it condenses and goes back into liquid state. So can I say increase in pressure, gas will turn into liquid, liquid will turn into its solid state. And reverse will be, if we decrease the pressure, then solid will get converted to liquid, liquid will get converted to gas. Now where is this useful? Students, these gases can be converted in solid and liquid state. Have you heard about solid carbon dioxide or dry ice? Right, we use that for getting a temperature, very low temperature. So liquefied oxygen, liquefied nitrogen, solidified carbon dioxide, as all can be achieved at low temperature and high pressure. So high pressure and low temperature converts gas to liquid, liquid to solid state. But certain substances, students, they do not follow this. That is, they do not undergo interconversions. Example is sugar. If we heat sugar, which is in solid state, then on heating at high temperature, it undergoes decomposition. And this decomposed sugar is not sugar, it is something else that is formed a different product than the sugar. So matter do undergo interconversion, but not all the matter. I hope this interconversions of matter is clear. Thank you.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.